Welcome once again on the program. This is City Stand, and I'm Miyetti Alah. It's a brand new day, brand new morning, and we are here saying good morning to all the viewers all over the world watching us on this platform. We say thank you so much for staying glued to this platform. We appreciate you all. It's the 6th of January 2025. 2025. Work has resumed. Civil servants have resumed duty today. Students as well have resumed their normal school or learning activities. All right,
Every bill.
with
Every bill
every
from the
bill
school.
coming from those schools.
So I finish
That,
them.
that,
I have to go and negotiate my own
that
bill, man.
that's for the people or the parents that have their children in private schools.
Yeah.
For the ones having their children in government schools, I think it should be a little bit easy for them this time around.
Yes, of course. It will be easy for me. I don't stress. I don't stress myself. I put my kid into public school, and I've not been disappointed anyway. It's just the difference between some public and private schools that public school require more effort from parents because you don't hold anybody responsible. Unlike private school, if your kid don't perform well, you can question them. But in public school, it is both the teacher and the parents that you have to work. And if we are not going to deceive ourselves, we have seen public school produce best of the best.
Yes.
Sometimes. So it depends.
Even most of our leaders now,
Is it not public school?
they went to public government schools.
Private schools is good though if you can afford it, if you have money. But if you don't have money, especially if you are Lagos State, you know what you are doing. At least public school is still manageable. Not that
For
worse.
Kunle who
Yeah,
has
well said. I purposely engage my own kids in faith-based school, right? And what I mean by faith, and it's really doing a lot, And I think a lot of these public schools they are being polluted by some wayward students there because we always see what they do, mingle, children out, female children out to go and start sleeping with them at young age. I saw that in Opebi Grammar School. I saw it all around. You see, you're mixing. When you start mixing shaku shaku with, you know the result you have. So my son is in a faith academy. My daughter, and he's doing well religiously. I told you one time that he went on 24 hours marathon prayer in Redeem there. So and his what's it called? Prayer has been working a bit for me, and God will always help me to, get the resources to take care of no matter what it takes. Because our Father took care of us, He gave us a very sound education. So it's now left for us to let that to our children too. We would not say the economy is hard or this thing is hard. We have to battle the economy, fight the economy to be okay for our children to be okay.
So let me quickly respond to what everybody is talking about mixing with the bad pupils in school. Honestly speaking, it's not only in public school. It's not only in public school. I remember what killed one student at Dowen Secondary School, Lekki.
Yeah,
I know that
Lekki,
school.
yeah.
That school is not a small school, man.
Very expensive.
Very expensive. What happened to it? There is one guy also, one Calabar boy like that. That one too. It was redeemed. Deeper Life Secondary School. That guy too. The boy was in hostel, and he was maltreated. He was sodomized. So honestly speaking, it's about your kid, the child that you sent to school, and that's why I say your own personal efforts in making sure that your child, stand right. That's what it does take.
all right joining us this morning. Gladys here about saying good morning to every one of us at this time this morning. Gladys, good morning. And she's saying happy back to school day. Wow, it's a great day.
It's a great day.
I know some students are not happy going back to school
In fact,
after the Unitide celebration
It's
and
the
all of
lazy
that.
one. It's the lazy one that will not be happy. It's the lazy one that will not be happy to go back to school. Because they've enjoyed what they can enjoy during the festive period, and it's back to school now. All those bags we always carry back to school
Yes,
bag.
yes.
So they have to have been on with their bag now and go back and resume.
But are we sure all the students are resuming today?
No,
Because I still remember those days.
not all of them.
Not all-
Not all of them. But
Those days we were
one
in
thing
school.
that one thing I can talk about my kid is that from day one when he started school, he has always been happy to go to school. He has never been scared of school, or in fact, may God help him, he likes study. Although when you are growing up, sometimes there are distractions like a play game, like all this they are rough play. But if you have a parent that can push, and I will still put more effort. But so my kid, he didn't go to school today. We wake up 7 o'clock, both of us. So,
But have you ever found yourself, maybe guys, I'm talking to both of you now, have you ever found yourselves in a situation where you had holiday, and after the holiday, maybe the resumption came, and you added a whole week to your holiday? Have you ever done that before?
Children holiday, right?
No, school holidays. Students.
Yeah.
Maybe after the holiday.
Yeah, I did that. I went to a boarding school. Actually, at times.
So instead of resuming,
we are
additional 1 week.
yes, we are government. We are government on our own. We do.
I also did it.
Me, I don't even like. Anyway, I don't like school that much.
But I had limits to mine because I was the head boy of the school. So
Okay.
I would only had 2-3 days,
2-3 days.
instead of 1 week.
Have you seen them? I know
But I'm sure Mr. Kule added 2 weeks.
There was a time my even senior brother, instead of him paying the school fees then, he told me he has paid the school fees, and we were in the dining eating free food until they came one day that you have not paid the school fees, man. What's going on? And you are not supposed to be in dining. My Egbon, what's going on, Egbon?
Hey,
what do you
school
do
fees for both of you.
for both of us?
Hey.
I told you a lot of youthful exuberance that we go through, and I don't want my kids to go through it. That's why I'm really happy that my daughter is religious and is doing brightly. Is always second in the school. That's Faith Academy, and they teach them in a way of the Lord to guide them, so that the ones beaten twice shy, we will not embark on all those rascality we embark on. Then we have to say it. We go a lot all those times too.
All right,
it's
gentleman
my
Mike.
time,
Gentleman Mike sent me a message this morning that he's not around, but he'll be coming back soon. He traveled last week. He'll be coming back very soon. Also, Mr. Tete sent a message to me this morning that he's kind of healed, strong. But I pray for speedy recovery.
God heal him.
All right.
The healing hand of God will rest upon him.
Okay, quickly to what we have today on the front pages of the New Telegraph newspaper and the Punch newspaper. But the major headline, you can see it on the screen. What's all about the major headline? Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election, has decried intimidation by the All Progressives Congress. He has said that it is not easy to be on the opposition, that he has been facing a lot, especially especially on his New Year message to the country, especially and to the All Progressives Congress. Don't forget that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu also dished out his New Year message, which Nigerians seriously criticized. And after that, Peter Obi came on board as well to talk about the state of the nation, condemning some of the policies or reforms of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We have a sad news. I don't know if it is a good news to some people. The chairman of Miyetti Alah in Katsina has been killed by bandits. Wow. Why did you
No, I'm done.
why did you sigh?
Go on, Mr. American.
It's not supposed to be our own affairs. It's their own affairs.
It's not supposed to be our own affairs, but yes.
It's their own affairs. Bandits
A whole
and Miyetti
acting chairman of Miyetti Alah.
Chairman of the Yambari Pafula Nini.
Miyetti Alah that has sent all the what's it called? All this to start disturbing our farm. Have you forgotten?
Our farmlands, right?
Yes. And they are killing themselves now. Nothing concern me. Let them keep killing themselves.
No, we should
And
also
give us peace.
can't we sympathize with them?
Sympathize with who? With the terrorists. The two of them are terrorists. Yeah, look at them.
Both Miyetti Alah and
Yes. Who are the leader of these S-men?
Bandits now.
They are the same.
It's the same Miyetti Alah that are forming bandits.
Yes.
all right. We have an elderly person among us, and we need to attend to him before anyone. So sorry about that. Let me quickly go to the headlines. I'll be very, very brief on this. Okay, to the major headline on the front page of the New Telegraph newspaper: 2027 Northern Block plans to register with INEC. That's what we'll have here. It's Gowan's council to seek South support for cohesion inclusivity. Now on insecurity, we may engage local arms manufacturers, says the chief of defense staff. Kunle, I know you want to talk about this. We may engage local arms manufacturers, says CDS. And to politics, PDP will produce more governors. Take Aso Rock in 2027, says the NWC, that's the National Working Committee. Now, quickly to the Punch newspaper. The front page of the Punch newspaper was it saying this morning, new virus, federal government tightens monitoring to quarantine China passengers. Experts demand proactive steps as new virus surges in China ravages children. APC dismisses PDP's threat to unseat Oyebanji in 2026. 5 feared dead. Banks burnt in Delta tanker explosion. That was a very bad situation, bad development in Agbo. Yeah, Agbo. It happened in Agbo, Delta State. Labour Party can win 2027 poll without merger, says party. And the last story here on the front page of this paper. Unitary holidays. Lagos, Kano, Delta, other schools resume today. Wow, it's a good one. Lagos, Kano, Delta, other schools resume today. You can go to page 9 of the Punch newspaper to see this. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, our
Yeah,
viewers.
good to have you on the program this
Happy
morning.
New Year. Thank you.
Yeah, we should. Okay, you've not said Happy New Year to our viewers yet.
Yes, Happy New Year to everybody.
All right.
May God bless all of you.
All right. Also saying Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
Some of them would like to know your name.
My name is Anse Asa.
Ase Asa.
Anse Asa.
Anse
Asa
Asa.
is an
From which state,
abbreviation. I'm from Imo State.
I'm sorry for asking you this.
Yes,
I've known you
I'm from Imo
for a
State.
long time
I'm
now,
from
but
Imo State.
that name is
my
it's a
name is-
deep name.
Anse Asa is abbreviation.
Are you from Ghana?
No, I'm not from Ghana. I'm a Nigerian.
Have you stayed
Although-
outside the country? before?
Yes, I've stayed outside the country.
Which country is that?
I've stayed in all those French-speaking countries. Cameroon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a strong name. And so what's the meaning of Anse Asa?
Anse is Anselm. Asa is Asamonyoka. Anse Asa. So I abbreviate everything, mix it together, and say Asa.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Anse Asa.
Thank
All
you.
right. Moregbe Igbinogba is saying good morning to every one of us.
Thank you.
Big city stand. I love you guys.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year. May God bless you.
Yeah, thanks for adding that big. I appreciate you. Udeze Chima, the chief is here. Good morning, Udeze Chima. Thank you so much for joining us. We have Noma Osadie, that's Mrs. Noma Osadie. Good morning to you, all the way from Germany. She's watching us right now. Onyekachi Uche is also here, saying good morning to everybody. He's also watching from Germany. Good morning to you. Robert Uche has been chatting me up since 6:30 a.m. saying, Michael, haven't you started the program? I said, Mr. Uche, Robert, now 6:30 we still there. Now we never start. Good morning to Mr. Robert Uche.
Yeah,
now, back to you, sir.
Yes.
The children are back to school.
Yes.
And we know what we are presently or currently fighting in the country.
Yes.
We know what we are facing: economic challenges, inflation in all stratas.
Yes.
Inflation, cost of price of
Everything.
transportation, price of fuel, commodities, market, and all of that. Now, how do you think our parents will cope in this season of resumption?
It is the work of everybody. We should love ourselves and we should care for ourselves. Everybody know that in Africa, children is not business of only one man. Although modern world today want you to give birth to the number of children that you can, train, is true. But here in Africa, until now, it's business of everybody. So we have to join hands together with love and care for those children. School owners have to be flexible. They have to understand. They have to do with love and they work with the parents. And the parents, children must go to school. Education is needed. And I'm sure that government also in their own side are working hard to make sure that our children are educated. So the only thing I can say to everybody is war fighting is not good. What we can do is to join hands together and work for the future of all those children. By school owners should be flexible. They shouldn't, too much put pressure on the parents for school fees. Let them be a little bit flexible
The private schools.
in the private schools. But government school, I'm telling you, let me be frank. Ojodu Grammar School Ojodu has been one of the government school I consider as best.
This will do here.
Yeah, this Ojodu here. Their teachers, if you go inside Ojodu, I've been watching their teachers. No tribalism. And they have the heart of assisting, helping the children, making sure that children succeed. One of their principal who is retired now. I've forgotten his name. Oh, I appreciate the man too much. Many teachers there. If you see how they take good care of children, I know there's no rule without exception. There may be some wicked people I don't know, but what I saw when my children were attending school there, I appreciate those people. You don't know who is Yoruba, you don't know who is Igbo, you don't know who is Hausa. Their focus is to give education and to well-trained Nigerian citizen and Nigerian children.
He's also testifying to it, Mr.
Gave it to that school, as you said. Yeah, and it was like a master plan of this same president on the seat. So that's why I say it's not every day we condemn him totally. There are some good things he has done that we always take him back to those good things and let him know that so far you did this and it works. Why can't you make your policy works likewise instead of the policy that will be detracting us back? And I can say the man really tried. He never look at you are this, you are that, you are from one region. That school is meant for the citizens of Nigeria, not the citizen alone of Lagos. So you come from anywhere, they enroll you, and when you get to that school, it's more or less like you can even think it can compete with higher institution because the model they used to build that schools, and I give kudos to the people behind it, their legacy they lay.
All right, I'm still coming back to you. The presidential candidates of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election, Peter Obi has said that he won't stop fighting for Nigerians despite the intimidation by the ruling All Progressives Congress. And of course, don't forget that Peter Obi, after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's New Year message, also released his own message condemning the policies of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But after the messages delivered by Peter Obi, there have been wide condemnations by the all-ruling Progressives Congress. How do you think Peter Obi can survive this?
I will say one thing. I've always been frank and speak my mind, whatever may be the case. Initially, on this platform, I was not supporting Mr. President initially. But my support and my appreciation started when from tax reform bill. From that tax reform, I see it as a president who want to, will I use this word, equalize Nigeria by saying the same thing should be done in every state. everybody should, go into that reform. And some parts of the country, we are as if we don't want to. We don't want to agree with Mr. President, and we are feeling this and that. I was troubled. I said, had it been that Mr. President did not apply this tax reform bill for every state, I will continue to say mediocrity. But for the fact that the man, looking at his government, you will see that he want to work for the whole Nigerians. He can be a man of unity. I haven't confirmed it yet, but seeing what is on ground a little bit, that's where I started to appreciate. But coming to opposition party, I was not among the people who say that Nigeria need a young hand. No, I was not among them. Okay. But now, I'm seeing that Tinubu is a man of decision. The prayer is that he should decide well. When he decides to do something, he will do it. For example, this is a tax reform bill. I haven't seen any other party that will come and, I use that word again, equalize Nigeria. Many presidents, whenever they come, either they favor the north, or they favor east, or they favor west, so on and so forth. And by so doing, some people, some tribes think that the country is their own. They are the owner. So that the rest of Nigerians are strangers. I don't like that. I don't like it. But right now that what is done to Mr. Dick is done also to Mr. Harry, I like it like that. Nobody will say Northerners are benefiting. We are paying tax. We are doing this. We are doing that. Whereas other side of the country are only enjoying.
But this is a president that many Nigerians are condemning his move to develop or to revamp the country.
I was among them. As I'm telling you, I was among them. But when I noticed that he don't have what French people call parti pris. He doesn't, side one particular tribe. He wants to do something for everybody, and whenever he pronounces anything, he wants every tribe or every region, every state to apply. So there is no special favor for some part of people or part of states. If you see here, yes, that's true. This crying that we are crying, because the only thing I complain in the government of Mr. President is the fact that Nigerians are suffering for hunger. But at the other side of it, I'm telling you honestly, I don't see any other strong hand that can fight,
that can handle this
very situation. The fact that Fulani will tell you we are the owners of Nigeria. Hausas will tell you we are the owners of Nigeria. Igbos will tell you, or Yorubas will tell you. He's making the way he works now. I use the word again. Is equalizing Nigeria, making everybody, every state, every part of the country, everybody can feel and say, I am a citizen of Nigeria. But before, it was not like that. Even if you come, even in this Yoruba land, they will tell you, Northerners, everything is in their hand. All power, everything is there.
I think Kunle is liking what you are saying this morning. I see someone supporting him. But let us look. Okay, you want to say something? Okay, come closer.
It's not today. Sir, is it today we've been engaging ourselves? It's not today.
No, we do fight sometimes, and sometimes we come to
we go out, we calm down again. What I'm saying, for God's sake, if you are seeing the direction or you are seeing light, a bit light from the direction somebody is taking us to, let us be commending him for him to be able to achieve what they wanted. I'm saying this because I don't, the way people are just going against, they want to sell themselves as a slave trade. Especially, I talk to some what's up the diaspora people, the one I have opportunity to tell. You don't know what is going on the ground that we that are facing it. As it is now, there is imbalance in the country. The imbalance and it's affecting one region, which is the southeast. All the successive government have never gone through that route to balance the whole issue. This is a man, he was in Enugu yesterday, and he said, I'm not
commissioning of some projects.
Yes, at the Southeast Development Commission already. And Kalu, give it to him. Either he's a bad guy or either he's a good guy, give it to him. He said what the Igbos have lost, even Biafra will still happen to go, but it's not going to be by war, and it's going to make it easier for you. Once you start decentralizing the system, everybody will have that freedom to operate at his own maximal and space capacity. And I can say wholeheartedly, he went to East yesterday, and the leaders in the East, all of them gather, and he said, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to, investment or
what do you want from me?
Yes, just let me know that, so that I'm ready to, because he went to commission some project with the Enugu State Governor Umba. He was with Umba throughout. They, gave him, traditional cap, everything.
He had a good time.
So he's at home. He was at home with them. So don't let us. Let us, because if you escape this one, that we not do the needful, and this opportunity we had past us, we are still going to ended up in the hands of the Dracula. And who are the Draculas? They are the people sponsoring Boko Haram. They are the people sponsoring. They know themselves. The politicians there, they know themselves. They know how the existence of these people. They know how they came to be. But please, let us be one. That's one thing I want.
We all know Peter Obi is vying for a particular seat. Everybody knows that one. But what do you think will be the implication of this in his future ambition?
My
statement,
my problem is this.
Because he has been at the front of criticizing the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And don't forget that Nigerians have been clamoring for an opposition, somebody that could stand up and confront the government, which Peter Obi has been doing.
Yes,
So what do you think would be the implication?
My brother, I don't condemn criticism. I don't condemn when it is constructive. I don't condemn it. And every Nigeria is free to say anything, whatever you like. But Mr. President is also free to do what is right. And for me, he has started it. I told you initially, I was not supporting him, I must be frank. But the fact that he wants whatever he pronounced that should be done in Nigeria, he wants it for every state of Nigeria. So Obi, initially in the beginning, all of us were supporting him because from when he was governor and all his speech, yes. But there's something now on ground. What is on ground is that many presidents of this country have been coming up to serve only one tribe. When they come up, they serve only one tribe and they favor too much one tribe. And that tribe now have, seen it as Nigeria belong to us. The rest of Nigerians are strangers. Well, I'm afraid of one thing. Obi now, because of power, want to work with the same tribe. I'm afraid that Nigeria can be sold again. I'm not against Obi, but what I'm saying is this. We want this Nigeria to be Nigeria for Nigerians, all Nigerians. One part of the country, I repeat, should not be saying we are born to rule, we are the owner, we are the one dictating to the rest of the country. So one thing that Tinubu is doing that I knew in the beginning, he is balancing things.
Are you sure it's really balancing things? We have a comment here by Odeze Chima. Now, talking about lopsided appointments, sectionalization, marginalization, and all of that,
Yes.
in the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Odeze Chima is saying something here, which I want Kule and Daddy to listen to.
Yes.
And what's he saying? What makes you think Tinubu? Okay, no, not that one. Okay, I have to go back there. I think I've missed the comment.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've seen it. If Tinubu is what you are saying here, why is 95% of his appointments from Yoruba? Ask this man, Mr. Michael. Ask him, Mr. Michael. Why is 95% of Tinubu's appointments from Yoruba and for Yoruba? Is that that you ask?
I want
is
to
it
tell.
true that 95%?
I want to tell the person who asked the question this: in every power, once you acquire power, the reality is this: you will first of all appoint a people that you so much trust first to solidify your seat, and after appointing them, with time now, when you have arranged yourself, you will start to look into what is wrong. In the beginning, Tinubu is I'm not his advocate too. In the beginning, he is working with people he so much trust. It's not that he will not expand that trust, and he will be watching the rest of people, watching. There are some ministers that were removed, isn't it? Some ministers were removed and some were maintained. New ministers in. So as time goes on, he will know very well who to trust and who to distrust, and he will finally engage the rest of people.
Talking about balancing things, it seems some viewers are not in line with what you're saying. Is that what is he balancing?
Okay. Balancing,
Yeah.
that I talk about. Let me be open now. Let me be open,
Okay,
please. Buhari was president of Nigeria. He was a Fulani. You being president from that tribe, Fulani, everybody witnessed that his brothers, in the name of herdsmen, were killing people in all our forests. They were terrorizing Nigerians and telling you we are the owner of Nigeria. The rest of you are stranger. That's the area I'm going. At the same time, we have Boko Haram. We have all sorts of terrorists from the north.
At least they were dominating.
Throbbing and dominating everywhere.
You're right.
Upon all what was happening, go to police station, go to prison, you will never see one Fulani man. To the fact that one of them come up online and say all what we have been doing in this country, we have been terrorizing and killing everybody. Have you heard that one of us is in prison or is locked up in any police station? Have any of your leader, Yoruba land, Igbo land, have any of them cough? It is proof to you that we are the owner. We are born to rule. We are on your head. But now, Tinubu is on power. Now he has started to tell all Nigerians, you are all Nigerians. Fulani, Northerners, many are crying. Why are you crying? Men are feeling cheated for what is proposed for the whole state. It's only you now that are crying because your brother is no more there. Is it because you are no more killing us from forest to they still kill you, but something is being done? Is it not because you are no more killing us? Is it because you are no more bombing, dominating? You feel that power wants to go out of your hand since you say you are born to rule. Is that area that I'm talking about? In this very beginning, I'm not seeing Tinubu serving one particular region. That's what I mean. That's the area I'm talking about, balancing things. So, all our viewers, you know that initially I told you I was not supporting Tinubu, even on this platform. But that very area that he want to bring Nigeria out from prison and give Nigeria to all Nigerians so that all citizens and all tribe, all states will have equal right. That's the area I'm talking. I'm not denying that Nigerians are suffering. I think he has had me.
Okay,
Can I help Daddy small?
okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Can I come in? Let me tell you
You
one
want to
thing.
come in as well?
Let me tell you, Mr. Mike. People Nigeria like when they want to talk, they like to talk about appointments alone. Appointment alone. Number one, this man that was talking, I don't know where I see statistics that 95% of appointments. I don't know where I see statistics. Minister of Defense, Mr. Odese Chima. Minister of Defense is from North. Minister of State for Defense is from the North. Minister of, Chief of Defense Staff is from the North. Chief of Air Force is from the North as well. So where the DC is so 95%. That's number one. Number two, when we are talking, what Baba is trying to say, it's not all about employment. All about appointment. Nigeria like to put, their eyes into the appointment. It's not only appointment. Tinubu, if you say Tinubu is biased in his appointment, I agree with you. But that's not what we really want in Nigeria, to equalize this country. That's not what we want to. Do you know what Tinubu is doing now? School of Aviation in Zaria, he said disintegrate it into 6 campuses, each one in each 6 geopolitical zone. The northerners, they are crying. This tax reform bill that Baba is talking about is another way of removing, the root of problem in Nigeria. Honestly speaking, balancing the equation. And if you go and check, so I've here one Yoruba analysis that analyze that thing very, very well. If it is not that these people, they are not ready to do anything, or they are too greedy, they shouldn't have issue with tax reform bill. Because when we have that money, the money will be slashed. Some will be given into a local government. Some will be shared equally, and a particular bulk will be shared to people. To the states that generate much of money. Do you know that 2 states in Southwest generate money tax more than 50 states in the whole North? And when we want to share, you bring 1 million to table. You want to share, you share 5 million. That is imbalance. So all this kind of it, Tinubu is trying to balance it. And by creation of a regional development organization, it's another way of balancing things. Okay, it's not all about employment.
Before you forget, let me allow Mr. Kunle to speak. I'm still coming back to you, Mr. Friend.
Okay. As it is, I think Tinubu, they say he's bringing his crony to the government. First of all, you have to bring your ally that are closer to you to the system so that they will not betray you. Because the kind of politicking we're playing in Nigeria doesn't work like that. And when you remember under Jonathan, there was a statement that came from one Mr. Ayim. He's still around today. And he said Jonathan wanted to give Yoruba Agriculture, Ministry of Agriculture, right? No, he wanted to give them chief of staff. I remember. He wanted to give them chief of staff. But Ayim came on, say these people they did not vote for you. Give them what's it called, the agric sector. I can what I'm saying, you can verify it, and I can stand in front of anybody to defend it. And I'm referring back to Odese that is making a comment.
He has even stated some of the positions here.
Yes, and towards that, when we were supposed to have House of Assembly leader, House of Rep leader, what happened? Jonathan and his wife brought a woman to represent, to put as a candidate. And we're on heart with the Northerners respect a woman. You remember what happened to Ete? You remember what happened to the Ete when our brothers in the North said they cannot bow to any woman, in the chamber. And what happened? They messed up Ete later. And as of that, right, the Yoruba were marginalized, a bit marginalized under Jonathan too. We were fully marginalized. Let me say, under Jonathan. And Udeze ought to know that the Southeast benefited a lot under Jonathan. Southeast benefited a lot under Jonathan. You cannot deny it. Let Udeze come up and deny it.
No. In his comments here, Udeze says IGP, immigration, army, prisons, civil defense, CBN, EFCC, ICPC, all Yorubas, and you are here defending us.
Ask him, who was the chief of army staff when Jonathan was there? Who was the chief of army staff? Was it not an Igbo man? Who was the chief of, who was the most, GC parastatals in under Jonathan. I think he has to come back.
Let me just give no, it's not like that. Mr. Odese, let me be elaborate a bit. Please don't be short-sighted, Mr. Odese. Don't join them in this. People that are short-sightedness. These people that are usually crying for this are the Northerners. Since Northerners has been dominating this country, what do they gain? You cannot gain. A particular region cannot gain anything much important by just being that they appoint so many people from them. Those people you are talking about, they appoint IG from my side. Does it affect me? Even when the IG was not, when I'm not a criminal, so I don't need an IG to be a Yoruba man. It doesn't concern me. So I'm coming. Where I'm going is this: much more than focusing on Tinubu appointment, focusing on try to, re-strategize Nigeria. Apart from appointment will just last for 4 or 8 years. Don't be short-sighted like Northerner. That's always want to be okay. When Tinubu don't appoint so much people from the southeast, how does he affect them? How? He doesn't affect them. So let Tinubu do what will really affect us after his 8 years. That's what most important, not appointment.
Something I omitted. The most Jesus position you can talk of is the Minister of Work now. They've been allocating trillions of naira to David Umahi. Can you see the massive construction that man is embarking on? And somebody is here on the platform and telling me what David Umahi is collecting alone is even more than all the people he said they are his people are collecting as what's it called? David Umahi is the highest cash out minister in that when somebody who has to build a road from Lagos to Akwa Ibom and they are embarking on another one now. That one will transverse, then the rail line is coming back to the southeast now, right? They want to finish the rail line. Who is going to be in charge? Is it not David Umahi? Do you know the pocket of David Umahi? And this man is talking.
So before we go on to that, I was saying it initially. I think I've made my point. Everybody is free for his or her own point of view or his or her own opinion.
Come back. Udeze said, what they gave Umahi is the slot of the Ebonyi state. When they go and sit down.
Ebonyi state, see Yoruba. Ebonyi state,
you know what we are talking about. I don't want us to go into that too much. I don't want to go into appointments too much. You know, I told you my reason. Now, today, I'm not supporting any tribal. But if you see what happened in the time of Buhari, it's no more happening now. You cannot see any Yoruba man tell you Nigeria is our own. We are the people on power. We are the people we are born to rule. It's that particular thing that Tinubu want to destroy in Nigeria. I appreciate him for that.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Ansen. Ansen Asa.
Yes.
Udeze Chima said, which state are you from?
I'm from Imo State.
From Imo State.
Does he want me to speak Igbo? Because
you can speak it.
Some people do that. Anamekele Udweze Chima. Is it Chima?
Udeze Chima.
Anamekele Udweze Chima. Chukwu Goziegi. Nwafọ Igbo. Ihe niile m na-ekwu here. On a particular reason.
Otu you na-ekwu.
Ihe niile na-ekwu. For a particular reason. Ile anya oge Buhari nọ n'ọchịchị ndị Fulani chọrọ igbu isi the whole Nigeria. So for the fact that Tinubu nọ na-ewepụta aka Chukwu that means they wepụta Nigeria n'aka ndị Fulani na ndị ọzọ. I like it.
Are you happy? Is it a good news to you or a bad news? Suraju has been killed by bandits. I don't know if you that's the head of Miyetti Alah in Katsina.
Maybe we will think about it.
All right, so he said your name sounds like a Ghanaian.
Let me tell him my name. My name is Anselm Asamonyuka. Asamonyuka is an Igbo name. Anselm is English name. So I miss Remia. Now Osie Anse Asa. Anse Asa. So our Ghanaian name, our Igbo name. I'm giving him the message.
All right, thank you so much, Mr.
Anse Asa.
Thank you so much.
Now, 1 hour I go take. Let me 10 minutes.
All right, Authentic General is here.
Authentic General is around.
Tell him the new rules. Tell him the new rules. Tell him to
Suma is not even giving chance to anybody.
Tell him the new rules. Mr. Mike,
right.
tell him the new rules.
All right.
Take your turn. You are talking, you are just rushing at your break.
We are looking at the implications of Obi's statement as regards his future ambition.
Why?
His criticism over Tinubu's New Year message to the country.
Okay, I want Nigerians to know that all those who are saying whatsoever they are saying should know that no man is perfect. What makes Obi thinks he can do better? And as a leader, even God that created here said his word, things are not equal. Even the Lord did not make everything equal. So if the creator did not make everything equal, so who is any human that will actually be 10/10? It's not possible. So the president is trying. Let those people back out from the president and hold those who have been given billions as allocation to work on their state. Let the crime, EFCC, let them be independent judiciary system. Let them work the way they also have worked. Let them sanction those who have committed, crime. E.g., Yaya Bello and the likes of them. Look at the people of the states welcoming him, dancing. They are encouraging their children. They should be saying that if you can still, there's not saying that if you want to do fraud, don't do small fraud, do billions. In that case, you'll be set free. You just pay bail. But if you are doing small thieves, small stealing, police will just bundle you and throw away. A shame to the Nigerian police. Reason being that it's so quick for them to carry the young boys. The EFCC will come around, started raiding boys, stopping them, busting, into their hotels, their rooms, saying that we had an info that they are into fraud. But if you cannot question Yaya Bello, let him face. He should be under detention now. So what more do you have to tell me that you are working and you tell me that if you abuse any political thing, you'll be now. They are calling on the PRO. There's a video occurring a woman in Idinanaba, Abuja, whereby he was stopped and beaten, slapped by Nigerian police on men while blood is bleeding out of their ear. According to the PRO, say something about that. Don't always be quick to to torment and pressure the citizen while those that you are supposed to sanction. They are there, you are not doing anything based on maybe power or influence. So that's what should be facing.
All right, I'm still coming back to you. So, Mr. Olajide, we all understand that Obi is paying a supreme price by, criticizing or fighting the opposition verbally. Let me use that word. But why are you laughing?
That's very important.
But you can't go with gun. We know that you cannot go with gun. But do you think Obi would have done better than President Bola Ahmed Tinubu if he was given that opportunity to rule as the president of the country?
Let Mr. Obi know, I'm Mr. Oji. I'm a Obama. I was his supporter. I was an obedient, strong supporter, so obedient. Aggressive one. Really, the one that I voted for, that stood for before the election and during the election and after the election. That pains me for almost a week that I lost the election. But let me tell him one thing now that I've discovered. If my candidate has been the one that emerged as president, I've observed some critical steps being taken by Tinubu. People around me will never allow him to take such a decision. People like Obasanjo, that why one of his godfather, will not allow him to dare and steer the North face. Like some critical, reform President Tinubu is embarking upon. Obi wouldn't have gotten the guts to, even if he had got to do it. The people around him will never allow him to do it. Like people like Obasanjo. Of course, Obasanjo was one of his, backbone. People like Obasanjo will never allow Obi to bring, tax reform that want to change the narrative revenue of this country. So, in that case,
And number two, Obasanjo will never allow Obi to remove subsidy in petroleum. He will never do it. So those two landmark things Tinubu did. Though we are facing it, we are experiencing high cost of living and rest. Obi will never be able to do that. So I'm not saying I regret voting for him. That was my choice then. I'm just telling you that those landmark decisions would have been able to be taken by Obi. People like Obasanjo will never allow him to take it. Yeah, because North are crying that decision is against them. Obasanjo, we know him as an apologist of the North. It's a northern server. He served the North. Obasanjo interest is for the North, not to the South. That's number two. Number one. Number two, that's the decision of tax reform that's also North is also claiming is against him. Obasanjo will never allow Obi to take it. So in those two respects, I will say Tinubu, I rate Tinubu performance than Obi, who was my own candidate, who was my own supporter, whom I vote for, whom I vote for. So if I have to talk, even the floating of Naira, it's not hard decision. You read these days reason why they pick about
read his tough decisions and his stance.
Read New Day's decision why they took President Tinubu as a man of the year. Read their comment, read their analysis. Those three hard decisions for any president to have taken that decision, they gave him the salute and the corridor. Yes, a leader must take a decision whereby he has already seen the decision of it. Even if follower might not see it, but you have seen it. That's one of the qualities of leadership. You have seen the decision of this decision where it will land you. Even temporarily, it may bring hardship, but at the end of the day, you will. Now, what was the idea behind floating of Nigeria currency? You are not pegging it at a particular fixed amount. You are not saying Naira must be 1,000, abi 200 Naira to $1. No, you are lying to determine find his own position by forces of demand and supply, and by boosting production. And how you boosting production? We already know that government is the biggest spender. Now the local governments are going to be giving their money from this January. Now they'll be getting allocated the health. That means more money will be getting to local government, and more economic activity will be speaking up. And that means more productivity will come, because if local government is starting this road now, people are selling bread, people are selling water, people are selling local materials, who will be strong in all those places. Because there will be increment in the earning of the people. More people will be there will be more job for people to do. So that's the boosting of production. Before you know it, the cost of production will be coming down, and people will be earning more money in their pocket. And another day you see more development, you see the living capacity of people growing up. So those three decisions that Tinubu took, I told you I'm an obedient. I don't know what Tinubu now. But I'm already seeing what those three landmark decisions that he took, that he take a courageous leader to take it. That's why I will rate Tinubu higher in performance than, because Obi was never giving this. I knew why I said Obi will not be to do it, because the people that surround him, like Obasanjo, will not allow him to take it. Those three hard decisions: the removal of subsidy, the tax reform, and floating of Naira. Obi would not be able to do this because people around him will never allow him to do it. Which not say it's in the interest of the against. No, they don't say that against their interest. They don't say they are against their interest. And the people who are one of the backers of Obasanjo, who say not backer, will never allow Obi to take that decision. That's why on those three things, I rate Tinubu higher than Obi in those.
You rate Tinubu higher than Obi in those three areas. So, despite the hunger, despite the hardship, it seems Nigerians are now beginning to see the good works of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, even if we were not seeing it before. Even Nigerians are not seeing it before. What do you think is going on? Is it that Nigerians have started getting this kind of orientation, or are there agencies, sensitizing the citizen, or orientating, giving the citizen orientation on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's reforms and developmental strides, or what?
See, Mr. Mike, any leader that take a decision, that I also seen the decision of the decision, he wants to see the possibility and the progress of what it will bring to people. If you stand by it, even though it's like you are telling your child to be disciplined, that child doesn't understand why you are doing it. But you know that if your child's discipline is not wayward, the end of it is that he himself will be at peace with himself.
Why are we not having that conviction? Why are Nigerians having that conviction that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing well, and at the end of the day there will be light at the end of the tunnel?
Because the man who took this song have seen the light at the end of the tunnel, and he stood by it. It was not back, front and back. That's one of the good leadership. That's one of the essence of good prospect of a leader. When you have seen that what you want to do, if you tell your people, they won't buy into it. take that decision and stand by it. Because of that decision he has taken and stood by it, of course you know that some people are saying you should have pegged naira at 200 naira to a dollar. It won't serve interest of naira. Let naira find its own true position by demand of force and supply, by boosting production, by boosting productivity. Get my point? So because he has stood by the hard decision he has taken, it made people to now see that okay, if this man has stood by the decision he has taken, that means that he believes in what he's doing. Then let's now follow him. They have no choice than to follow. The followership are now being drawn along, but they are being dragged along. That's one of the ethics of leadership. That if a leader have seen a good reason why I must take a decision, even though the followers don't see any reason by it, take it and stand by it, they will begin to see the prospects at the end of the day, and they will be forced to be dragged along. The followership are being forced to be dragged along of the good decision President Tinubu has taken, which has stood by it. So I only want to tell the Nigerians that we are all feeling the hardship of or the current of what is currently bringing on to us. But at the end of the day, it's a decision that we are going to do. Because if more money is now being saved from subsidy and the naira is being floated to allow more increased productivity to raise the value of naira. And then tax reform is now saying go back to your locality and see what you took and generate and bring money to the general purse. Don't just be sitting back and be waiting for federal allocation every month. These are facts that are aimed at boosting productivity that Nigerians should embrace. And maybe because they seen their president who has taken that decision and has stood by it, it's not wavering, it's not going forward and back. That's why they're now having their own mindset change and begin to let's follow this man because we know this decision is a positive decision that will bring us positivity in the future. Even the president is causing hardship. Even the president is causing hardship. Sorry. Mr. Lucky, just sorry, viewers. Sorry. One of the things we experience at this time. It's a script program.
Before
You know what to do. Let's take it with sorry, I think there are viewers that are very, very much interested in what you are saying this morning.
Okay.
The likes of Omoregbe, Igbin Noba, who has said that this your very speaker speaks wisdom. I really love what he's saying.
Omoregbe, thank you very much.
All right.
Omoregbe, thank you very much.
Now, quickly to you. Why is it that Nigerians were not seeing the sorry,
take a cue.
When's
the turn? They'll call you.
Why didn't Nigerians believe that there will be light at the end of the tunnel before? And looking at the way things are going now, and the likes of Mr. Olagide, Mr. Daleman, who didn't believe in the reform or policy of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, are now believing that something good will come out of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration at the end of the day. Why were Nigerians not really believing in some of his reforms or policies? Why now?
When you are making some policy and some part of some region are going against it bitterly, you should know that if something did not make sense, they won't be antagonizing it, and it's coming mostly from the northern part. Even as at now that the president has given universities to have their own school based on some things that have been occurring there. And look at the tax reform also. People like Indumen that some feel might be okay, this guy is, I think is upright. But at the end of the day, this cultural their place used to tell in their doings that we are Fulanis, this selfish thing among them. So several things have been going on in terms of the Lagos local government autonomy is one. Some are seeing it to be like Tinubu is trying to capture the local government based on the Fulani, the northern whatsoever they are doing, the likes of them. Anyone that feels that the president is not doing well, to come out and say, one, the president has not denied any of them the allocation. and the president is still like trying to do the more.
Do you think Obi would have done better than President Bola Ahmed
To that one.
Tinubu?
In the recent time, Obi has not proven to be a man that could stand for his people.
Somebody is here saying that Mr. Obi had God fearing. I trust him. Okay, it's God fearing.
A God fearing, if he's God fearing,
fearing.
he should go and be a pastor. A God fearing person cannot rule. In fact, a local government to become be a class captain.
So a God fearing
Because
person cannot rule
that
Nigeria.
is not it. It's not about
He
Nigeria.
can't rule
Anywhere in the world,
Bro,
bro.
must take God first.
Please, anywhere in the
That's
world.
what Locke is.
No, it's wrong.
Luck is wrong.
Yes, it's wrong.
Can you say God
Because
first?
hello, see, even in the Bible, for Christians among you, all your prophets that you are calling, did they not fight war? Did they not in the process? Did people not die? People when what was it called? Was the Moses brand? Did they not fight war? Did they not kill? People of Israel did not enter the perish inside the what was it called? This Joshua, what they call it? The great people. So what are you going to call all those ones? When the people are tormenting the work of the Lord, what did God not send the what's it called? To bite and kill the people of this thing, Pharaoh's people. In the process of making a country better, don't forget, some will remain, some will stay to witness the reform, while some will lost in the battle. So it is a normal, is natural, and you cannot erase that. You want to dwell in the midst of beasts. This is now where things are not working fine. That is where some people are eating. And you want to take this thing away from them. They are more done, and mafia than you. So do you want to come by robbing their back? Okay, please don't worry. Like Jonathan did. You understand?
On your position that a God-fearing person cannot rule the country. Odeze Chima is saying that tell him that Donald Trump is God-fearing.
Thank
and
you.
is going to
Hello,
rule.
says
Thank
who?
you.
Who told you Donald Trump? If Trump is God fearing, he will be having this court case. A God fearing, sometimes people will just come and say, are you there? You don't. You see, you don't know a man from far distance. Only King Boke the you can't be passing by. This aroma of this soup is sweet. It smells good. It should be sweet. Be playing. It's what might not be enough. There's just Korea and all those spices that's making it. To look at it to be sweet. If it's who told you? Okay, look at the assets Donald Trump was able to accumulate. A God-fearing person will do that. If even some of the things that our prominent pastors, religious leaders are doing in Nigeria, a God-fearing person, a pastor, are they supposed to be doing that?
Right?
A church is occupying some church about acres of land that is even bigger than some the smallest country in the world, using it as a auditorium for worship, where we have 0 industries. And you are telling me a God-fearing? Who told you a God-fearing? If you want to be a leader, you should have it in mind that your hands are going to be dirty, because there are some person that have been erect to not make your work fall out, and then we will do in the process. You will let your enemy take you down, Abi, because you are God-fearing. God-fearing person. No.
On the death of
Don't do
Suraju, that was killed by bandits, people are saying that it's a matter of terrorists kill terrorists now. So we shouldn't talk about it. How do you feel about it? Bandits killed Miyetti Alah.
See,
Is Miyetti Alah a terror group?
hello, Mr. Mike, there, my good anchorman. We all knew what Fulani herdsmen were during President Buhari's tenure. We knew how they ravaged the whole country from north to the south. And there was no single one that was arrested and prosecuted under Buhari. Even they even openly came out to tell us this country belongs to them. That is their land. They are conquering it. They have conquered it. Now, if Miyetti Alah has now turned against bandits, whom as far as I'm concerned, they are the same. Bandits, Miyetti Alah, Fulani herdsmen. Oh, Miyetti Alah is the name of the association, but their full soldiers are Fulani herdsmen, bandits, Boko Haram. If they now turn against them, that means God has brought confusion to their camp. Let them engage one another until they waste themselves out. By the time God turned their counsel against one another, and they begin to engage themselves and they waste themselves out, there will be peace in the north. Even at Nigeria military will have less battles to fight. So it's a good development that Boys is bringing confusion in their camp. They are turning against themselves. They are eating their own flesh. They are drinking their own
They are
blood.
not turning
Let
against
them let them waste themselves. When they waste
I
themselves out,
disagree.
when they are enemy to the society, to where they are existing, they ravage their community. They kill all around the country. They take people for hostage. They terminate life. They are constituting a news and a real destruction of life and property. So if God now bring confusion among them, bandits is noted for what Flamengo is doing. Let them.
If you can't even pity the man himself, the acting chairman, that's right. What about his two wives that were kidnapped?
As the organization he belongs to, have you not killed people before? Have you also not taken life? Have you not stood as have you not killed people?
They're not taking responsibility.
Yes, so they have been
What people they kill?
what God say, whatever a man sweats, he will reap. They have sown banditry, they have sown hooliganism, they have sown destruction, shedding of blood and another, shedding of blood and eating of. They have sown destruction of human life. And if they are reaping this back on them, if it's turning back on them, so be it. So as far as it's not a free people that went there, they so called the militants, these so called people who are causing problems to Nigeria. They are the ones that against themselves. God has brought confusion among them. They are destroyers. All of them are destroyers of. They are no people that allow peace to reign in Nigeria. If God is not bringing them, preaching them against one another and not destroying themselves, let them wipe them, let them cancel themselves out of the land, so that there will be peace in Nigeria.
Let us understand something about insecurity.
Thank you very much.
And I will want my people to open their inner mind about what I'm about to tell them. Insecurity in every country is a business, and you won't be surprised. Maybe even the military, some military might be involved. Any insecurity in any state will not do it if there is no involvement of some military personnel. And any insecurity in a country will not last longer. When we're between Israel and the likes of the Angada and Nigeria over many years, if some people in the political power are not eating from it. Remember a few years ago, they said this person died. They made a chick out. After billions of naira have been taken from United Nations, what are we going to say? That over 10 years, we are not able to capture one person. They will know that let's terminate shake out. There is strike. They are able to capture. After shake out died, did we not have? Is that not when S-Men started? Remember, I told you the last time. Now we have brought new person. Since the leader is gone, they believe the people will scatter. After that, now they say that one person they have been able to capture this. Now we have like what do they call them? And that's how it will continue on and on. The military are not ready. The northern governors and their ministers and so would not tell the Nigerian people that they did not know about the insecurity going on there. You understand? So as at yesterday, over terrorist bandits that are terrorizing 5 local governments in Kaduna come to the public here. Remember with AK-47 on their neck, a lot of them. Media people cover it. They are surrendering. How will they feel if their children? They don't want their children to grow up to be a bandit. And on that record, over the times of their existence, more than 5,000 people have lost their life during the rate of their kidnapping going on in the northern region, Abuja and the Oasis. Now, how did they come to surrendering? The name of the political person that dialogue with them for their surrendering, the media did not mention the name. Why are they covering up the name? How did they come up now that they surrender and they are still having 47 on their neck? If it was in the southeast, there have not been any surrendering. There have been battle with the military and the citizens killing themselves. Have you seen any record of exchanging bullets within the Nigerian military and the so-called bandit or so-called those terrorizing the eastern what is it called there? Now they are budget certain amount for them, our money, to cater for them. Why hundreds, thousands of Nigerian graduates who have been trying to serve their fatherland in the military are being denied every year? They have let us know that if be a bandit and come back after 1 year and say I surrender, a lot of merriment is down and packaged for you. So if Nigeria republics accuse us of insecurity,
Okay.
I think they're right.
Suma, thank you so much. I really appreciate you for coming on board. That was a very great contribution from you. Thank you so much, Suma. Hope to see you next time. All right, Lucky, good morning to you once more. How are you doing? Look good this morning. Look radiant.
Thank God.
All right. Before we move to other issues, let's continue from this issue of Suragi that was killed. How will the Miyetti Alah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria respond to this incident that happened? How would they respond to it? Somebody said to me that, Mr. Mike, there's nothing to talk about this issue. It's a matter of terrorists killing terrorists. Is it true?
It's not the first time for me.
Even if we don't have pity on the man, what of
The
the two
children
wives
left,
and children? They were kidnapped.
You see, the Miyetti Alah played their role during the Buhari time, you know. They still have their chairman, who is in custody now. I think they played their role, they played that time. They were having it all everywhere. Some of these bandits, they created it. In fact, they want to dominate the whole city, the whole land in Nigeria when their patron was there, Buhari. So it's not surprising. It's not a surprise for me, killing themselves. That's why I say God first. You know, my people were saying, why do you put God? No, everything that happens in this world, God's hand is there. So for them to be killing themselves, for them, let them go and put their house in order. For me, I think that area, but I pity their family. I don't know how managed. Was they kidnapped somewhere or were they doing business together before they can see catch up? For me, it's left for the government of the day or the other side to look at it. This is getting too much. Every government that comes, Jonathan, Buhari, they always have their own share of it. So I think for me, that area, they should sort it out by themselves. That's my own area. But I pity the family. After all, when the chairman was on throne, all the family, the wife, they were enjoying the amenity that come from Miyetti Alah. So for him, this world is a market where you come, do your business. I think you have stopped there. The only thing is a lesson to whoever, militants, Miyetti Alah, that is where market and other criminals. For me, I think I know go area. Somebody said, we don't need to be debating on that area. Nothing for me. Let them go and take care of themselves.
But are we likely to have an attack?
Back. Yes, we're going to have it here. We're going to have it.
Attack.
Yeah, they are going to retaliate. They are going to retaliate, and it's going to be innocent people going to lose their life if they retaliate. But I think
Because those guys who are very, very brutal.
they are very brutal. Yes,
Yeah,
yes. In fact, there are many. How many bandits you have?
And they are Fulanis.
They are Fulanis. Even the
bandits
bandits
and
you are saying, they are
yeah,
Fulanis.
yeah.
Even the bandits you are saying, they are Fulanis. Miyetti Alah, they are Fulanis. So they run with cattle. You know, it's an organization. It's an organization. So they have everything weapon. So they are going to retaliate if they see this bandit. So it's going to be brutal. But my own is that let government step in and settle this. If not so, it's going to be brutal. Innocent people will suffer.
I am being intimidated. I'm facing a lot. Who is going to bail the cat? Peter Obi is shouting. Can we have more opposition and joining Obi to fight the all-ruling Progressive Congress on this?
You know, when my brother up there was speaking, I listened to them. When you say Obi and if Obi was there, whether he's going to do better than Tinubu, let me tell you, when Obi was the governor, he did well. We see our godfather in Anambra, he still did well. He crossed their way and did well. So Tinubu too, maybe during his turn, he did well. I was in Lagos. That's why the resources Obasanjo seized for me. He did well. For me, if Obi is there, Obi did well. Yes. When you are Asoro, you still have those old timers that will advise you, just like the way they advise the president. You can't do it alone. Tinubu is not doing it alone.
So can he take hard decisions?
Yes, he can. He even take more than that. It's longer.
A man that was
He can even go around.
this day man of the year.
Yes, Obi can.
2024.
God bless you. Obi can even move. Can Tinubu move to go and check some of these projects? Can he go to the panel? Obi can go to the panel. Don't you check the age? And Obi is a business person. Is Tinubu a business person? A business person will go and see if I'm putting billion in that place. Let me see whether they are really working. That's the thing we need. We need a young leader like France president. So Obi will see. Let me tell you, don't forget when you are a president or a governor, You still meet farm secretary, meet all those people there that will tell you what to do, sir. You know what I mean? You change your military, you change everything, they will advise you. Those are the people advising Tinubu. Okay, Buhari take some decision for 8 years. You wait till somebody say we should be patient. We take it for patient. See, let me tell you, that be something. We never enjoy anything. The masses have not enjoyed anything. Well, let's wait for every reform, bring in reform. Can they sustain it? Look at the road they are doing. The road cannot even last. We should wait. People are dying. In America, in other countries, is that they reform. Before you reform, you must make provision for people not to suffer. You remove one, you added the other one. That's how it works. And again, I expect you to build for where Buhari stop. That's how it's supposed to be. Build for where Jonathan stop, where Jonathan stop, so that we continue from there.
Continuity.
That is it. We don't have that continuity. Okay, Tinubu is bringing it on. Before you know, they will say 4 years is not enough. Even though you spend 8 years, you can't change this country. It's not possible. You cannot change this country. Even Tinubu spent 30 years, he cannot change. Can he change the people? I don't know what I mean. So who will shout it? Is the people that is working with him, like this reform now, task or this. It's just Idume. Idume, is it poor? Or some of this did not, are they poor? The masses have not reacted. Before even this task, they started charging, POS started charging money. So it's somebody to the people, not the rich men. So who is complaining of the reform? It's the big men, not the poor. What we always say is that how do we eat? How do we build? How do we live? How do we live? How do we go to hospital? Those are the things. So things are very tough. You can't add hot water to hot water. You only hot water use cold water to hot it. So Nigeria is angry. I give you an example. That what happened in Ghana. The man is trying to reform, but the reform is not coming to the town. But when the election goes, instead of continuing to that party, they change. So that's how it's going to be. There's no reform to bring that we have not seen before. Okay, you increase the allocation to the governor. Is the state seeing it? Are we seeing it? Is the people seeing it? Nothing. Nothing is going on. So these are the things. Everybody is angry. So when you say you are reforming, bringing more taxes and other things, is we enjoying it? Are we enjoying it? Okay, some people they say you reduce fuel. Yes. This morning I made fuel 980. So I paid 940. So I paid now 1,100. Different things. Is the market woman there reduces price? No.
But they are not.
Is the driver people reduce? No. Is the cement reducing? No. So what is the effect? What is the benefit? That's what we are
Of the
saying.
reduction in price of fuel.
You pledge. Somebody was saying even though you pledge 200 naira to $1, that you pledge 1,500 to $1. Is dollars all this thing that are still weak? So not all this thing. What we are saying. What is the benefit of the common man for you 8 years or 4 years? In your tenure, do your own and leave the rest for that person to do. So be with. For me, until you get there, if I say Obi will do better than Tinubu, I might not be right. Until you get to that place, but Tinubu is there now. We are seeing it. Everybody is crying. He's telling us to wait. No. So Obi might do better if he's there because I see Obi as a young person, as a business tycoon. He has been running bank. The bank has not collapsed. I don't understand me. So again, this threat of a thing, when Tinubu was opposition, they always go to America, they go to London to make sure that Jonathan government collapse. They sort all sorts of things. Even these bandits we are saying, they encourage these bandits. Boko Haram, they encourage them. Protest every corner. Anything Jonathan bring out, they condemn it. But today, they are there. And people are saying, no, they are not doing well. We know them, but Obi should be strong. Nigerians are watching. Nigerians, they are with him. Even Atiku, that people doesn't like. When Atiku raise some issue, people support Atiku. So why? Because people are not happy with the present government. If they're happy, they would bluff Atiku. But if Atiku raise anything today, the government will shake it. We need the opposition to be able to tackle this government. If not so, all of us, Tinubu will just 4 years. I said we should go for a second time. So Nigerians are not having it.
I'm coming to you. I'm coming back to you, Mr. Lucky. Mr. Kunle, I asked a question. I asked Mr. Lucky a question that if Obi was the president of the country the strong decisions taken by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, do you think Obi would have made such move?
Yeah, no. It can't even go into that route. It can't even. They will not even allow them, and that is why we say
They won't allow
they
it.
will not. They will tame him. You could see what happened to
Who
Jonathan.
will tame him?
The Northerners, the cabals in the north, they won't allow him.
As the president
And that,
of the
yes,
country?
yes, and that is what they are even the dangerous signal is going embarking on now. Is they want to align with Northeast. An article came from Northeast, and you think your people will abandon, Atiku people will abandon, him and bring one man from the south here to come and be president over their own son. And I can say wholeheartedly, Obi had the best of his chance in PDP. Why am I saying this? PDP were the Southeast, group. They were the most donor. They donated a lot of money. They support financially. They supported PDP to the extreme, and that was time they're supposed to be fighting for their presidency, right? And they came up. Okay, this Obi showed interest of contesting, and later Atiku, came into this system. Then it was now lobbying Obi that, can you imagine? They have not become president. They have been manipulating themselves. Not to not talk of when I can tell you, PDP is in extinction, and that is the party that will have saved us. Why Labour is divided to the extent some Labour members they are not hiding their identity again. They are saying they belong to the current party that is ruling the nation, the ruling party.
You said PDP is in extinction.
Yes.
Did you hear what the National Working Committee, that's the NWC, just said?
Yes.
The NWC said that come 2027, PDP will take over some of the states. Some of the APC states. Not even some, many of APC states.
Mike, this is easier said than done. And that's why they be boasting. They will rule Nigeria for almost 60 years, 100 years. You remember how?
And don't you think they are working towards it this time around?
Let me not tell you. A party.
Considering
if I tell you this one, you will shock.
They are planning on a merger.
If I tell you this one, you will shock. A party that cannot build is secretariat. That is being rented secretariat until they move them out of that secretariat. Are they the one that will build the nation? In Abuja, the federal capital sector, say me, I don't go and verify what I'm saying. I can call which I didn't get Wadada house. This Wadada house is on lease now. They lease it, and the landlord send them packing. I'm telling you, go and verify.
Let me help you. See, 2027, that will be tough. I'll tell you why. The North have seen Tinubu where he's going. It's not going to favor them. I will tell you, like they've seen, he started relocating some of his agency to Lagos. They started with that. Now they cried. They see that if Tinubu comes to second time, something will happen. But what they are planning now is, you see, Obi and Atiku, if they agree, Tinubu will have a problem. The North people, they decide, whether you like it or not, they decide, they have the population, they have everything. And they are seeing Tinubu as a threat to them. And 2027, do you see why Tinubu is going to Southeast and see? Let me tell you, Igbos, they are brilliant. They might be receiving you, calling you. But when that time comes, if Atiku and Obi or Kwankwaso, let's say Obi and Kwankwaso agree. Even Obi said that, I'm ready to accept vice president. If he's ready to accept vice president, Atiku will come in. Now, Atiku is already telling you that it's our turn. That the South is now, more than 80. If Tinubu finish 4 years, that means they have 18 years. They only do 10 years. They only use that language now. So, Obi would like to be a vice president to Atiku. Atiku will have 4 years. After 4 years, Obi to take over. That's their plan now. But let me tell you, if Tinubu can make this reform, you don't need to wait for 4 years. Make things better for Nigerians. Make Smith come down to 5,000. Make transportation, many things come down. Nobody will, they will say, yes, your reform is working. Are you aware some people are crying for NEPA? You pay for poor, you pay for everything, you pay for meter, you pay for transformer. People are not happy. What is the okay? So they are not even looking inside. What they are telling him, your reform is killing us. If the reform can come alive, okay, Tinubu carry. He served to say yes. But if that reform did not come, forget it. The INEC man is going after 4 years. Yes. And the note to tell you, say, look, if you betray us, they are going to deal with you. Before you know, they will plant this again. Say, Kule always say, Jagaba, Jagaba. Even the Jagaba, the people that surround him, who are they? It's the North. Agadoje, all these people, they are the North. But when the time comes, they will play game they play for Jonathan. Tinubu is surprised. He should do well. Because the sad people from the home is not supporting him. You know what I mean? So please, he should do well. The reform is very hard. And when you are making reform, I told you Ogun State don't have road. No road in Ogun State. But what the man is trying to do now, instead of bringing transportation, where they have this PROT bus, CNG, people are happy. But if you sustain it, then no problem. But Tinubu should, can he, the question I ask you, can Tinubu sustain it? How this reform, can he? These are the things. You don't forget Nigeria, nothing lasts in Nigeria.
Okay, let me commend you. I have to commend you.
Okay.
So,
What are you commending?
he has really agreed that there was CNG. That CNG bus is working. It's
In Ogun State, oh.
Wait, I said Ogun State. But
I'm not saying in Lagos.
but you never believe.
I'm not saying in Lagos.
No, Lagos is true.
Since it's for believing. When you see, you believe. Yeah.
No. What I'm saying is CNG. But another thing again, don't forget, we were using generator cars. But now, people can no longer buy gas for generator again. It's not fishing out. Back to fuel. See, we have a problem in Nigeria that we don't always sustain.
Sustainability.
That's it.
Maintenance
Not to just
culture.
let me tell you, the problem of Tinubu is that you do create too much reform. You cannot. Okay, not possible. You are reforming NEPA, gas, everything, petroleum, electricity, all the things that government are supposed to benefit. At one time, he cannot work. So Nigeria is too poor.
Whether you like it or not, Tinubu will be re-elected come 2027. Taiwo Odunlade.
And sir, we can't start saying 2027 now. We want to be alive before 2027. On the day, see, let me tell you, the last year will determine Tinubu fate. The politicians, the politics, APC, let me tell you, go and write it down. When politics close, you will see defection, you will see agony, you will see fighting, you will see killing. People, PDP want to, come back, APC, so it's going to be tough.
One of our viewers is saying something here. When did removal of subsidy becomes a policy? That's number one. And number two, an individual decisions is called policy. Is that what you are trying to say? That an individual decision, that the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his own decision is not a policy,
which is very wrong. Like the tax reform, you know what you are saying? Did not say that tax reform supposed to be, debate, collectivity, go around and inform them so that they can agree. Not to just say, I impose that, impose to Nigeria. You cannot impose something on them. It's not going to work. It's not Lagos. Nigeria is not Lagos. When you just say, go like this, no, it's not going to work. We have to debate it before it can stand. If not so, at the end, it will not last. Nothing lasts in Nigeria.
The state police that is bringing on board, the state police, he engaged the governors, right? And any other policy, except the man is not really updated with what is the situation of the country now. There's no policy that the governor will not be involved. There's no policy that the National Assembly will not be involved. There's no policy he wants to bring on board that the National Assembly will not be involved, that the House of Rep will not be involved, and the governor will not be involved, except they want to bring the denial of the deceitful mind into the table. All of them are involved of what even elder statesmen, because I could remember it took some times Ayoku was patronizing the state house, general Ayoku, former Commonwealth general, just to borrow them some idea how we can collate the system together and make everybody, beneficiary of the system.
Mr. Lucky, why are you always against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? That's one of our viewers is telling me here on WhatsApp, private message on WhatsApp. I don't want to mention his name. Why are you always against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
Let me see. Everybody cannot eat a goosey when you have 10 people in one room. Yes.
10 people in a room?
In a room. You can't all cook a goosey, all of them accepted it.
But
I know the answer.
He said he has the answer. Now let me tell you something.
okay.
You see, I'm in Nigeria. I live in Nigeria. I live in Lagos. I know every government that came, even Abacha, even Babangida, even Goodluck, even Buhari. I know the reform they bring to Nigeria. Buhari reform did not just hammer Nigeria. We still benefit under his reform. But what I'm saying, Tinubu, not that I hate Tinubu, but sometimes you go to let's say the truth. Tinubu reform is not. You see, we can't die before we see the reform. I get me. Our children now. You say you student loan. Go and ask yourself how many people can collect student loan? 0. Electricity, we pay with our nose. When Jonathan was there, reforming electricity, they give us free transformer. They give us people meter. But Tinubu came, a people meter now is 170,000 naira. I say, is that benefit for us? We pay our wire. Now, you see, arrogant. Tinubu is arrogant. If you check him, look at the media chat. I was expecting to address Nigeria. If he have used that arrogant of media chat on Nigeria before the election, do you think Nigeria will support? No. See, I know Tinubu very well. I used to help Tinubu to carry suitcase back when I was working in Golden Gate. What he was accountant. I get me. I used to help him. I know it very well. All of us met in Upper Palace. I'm coming. All of us met in Upper Palace in Koyi. Even his wife, I used to say, they used to come for program in Golden Gate. I know it, but what I'm saying, when Obasanjo was a president, I used to go to State House. We used to go and deliver some food to State House, very close to our office. We used to go there. I know how he received us. But what I'm saying, Tinubu reform, you can't reform everything. Nigerians are dying. Nowhere you go now, they mention Tinubu name. Some evil, old, and young.
You said the Nigerians are dying, but some of your colleagues here, your fellow analysts, have started having that conviction that there will be light at the end of the tunnel. Were you here when they were talking about
God bless you. Kule is here now.
Not even Kule.
Thank you. I'm not to give example to Kule. I want to give example to Kule is here. For 8 years. I'm coming. 8 years. I'm coming. 8 years of Buhari. We were here with Kule. Is that also Kule? I said Buhari will not deliver. He said he will deliver. 8 years. Is that also Kule? Are we here together? Did I support Buhari? What happened? 8 years gone. At the end, Kule come back and start blaming Buhari. Is that not so? I am telling you, Nigeria system, if you like, go to help and come back to the. It's a Nigerian man, is a Nigerian man. Our reform, you are saying, I want to be seeing it. We almost 4 years is gone. No? Are you aware? 4 years is gone.
In 2025.
It's gone.
We are still 2025. We still have 2026.
It's almost gone. See what I'm saying? I did not. I'm coming. I did not hate Tinubu.
Buried in my life.
Hold on. Wait.
See.
Let me tell you something. Which policy is it put in place?
It's on ground.
Hold on. You are spending 50 trillion. Hold on. I'm coming. You are spending 50 trillion for new what do you call it? Highway. This is Calabar highway. Why the really road is bad? Why can't you repair those repairs before you start doing the 15 million train? I'm coming. Question I want to ask you. You say why am I criticizing? See, Tinubu must have opposition. We are the opposition. We need to put him on toad. We need to let him know that certain things are not working. He's a president, and he doesn't go around to check some of these projects. That's why I said, if Obi was a president, Obi would be able to, as a young man, he would be able to go and check his project. Tinubu should go and check his project. This state police, you are saying, state police, we should just reform one. Let's see one thing Let the same police be working. Let's see it. Not bringing reform to reform at the end. So these are the things that
Moregbe Ibinoba, Mr. Edodobi Lagos, please continue saying the truth. We love you. And why Babatunde
a bag. Oh yeah, let me keep my brother. Wait, sir. About to pay is Edo not be Lagos.
Lagos. Why Babatunde Tayeche told me on WhatsApp, private message, that he has been calling your line. He said it's not going through. That you should please send your account details.
Okay.
That's Mr. Kunle.
You see, Lucky, I'm just so disappointed in Lucky.
Why are you disappointed?
I went to Benin the other time. Benin has the baddest roads you can talk of. Oh yes, they have the baddest, the worst roads you can talk of, and they have governors upon governors. And the hotel where you see, let me say this. Omolofo, don't be no Omologo. Who is Olofo? Olofo tó nag every time. Ológo ló ti jẹ lọ, tọ́lọ̀ ti gbé àánú fún Aṣíwájú ti jẹ lọ. Ó máa gbé wa dé destination tí a fẹ́ lọ. I have to say it loud and clear. You see Lucky, the problem of Lucky was a stunt member of PDP, but he did not plan for himself. When he's still a member, but it's an empty member. It's an empty member now. But where he's spending Lucky now, I know his grievances. His grievances is that PDP lost that seat, that presidential seat, and they lost it through their carelessness. And when you see one of the most disastrous people, you see them in that PDP. Somebody came and he said they are going to rule us as slaves for 70 years. Is that a word that you say?
Don't panic. When you say I don't have road, let me tell you what happened. You see, that's why I say policy is a bad game in Nigeria. In abroad, policy is okay. See, let me tell you, when a PDP was here, Obaseki, that road you are measuring, that Ekoma road, is a federal road, and they never spend money to do it. They were supporting APC. Now, when PDP left, do you believe they carry more than 10 caterpillar because APC is there? So everybody want to answer his father's name. So what I'm saying, I don't have road. Ogun don't have road. Ogun is APC. Ogun is APC. Lagos is APC. Ogun, the worst. People said I don't have road. It's Ogun State, which you know.
It's true.
Now, which you know. Now, Edo, I'm proud of Edo. I'm an Edo man. I'm not a change. Edo not be Lagos. But what I'm telling you is that policy of Tinubu is too much. Take one. Let's see it. Back. Zero. Look at this December time. People are crying. What is the difference between a Mefele cashless and now Tinubu 10 or now? Almost the same thing. No cash, nothing. When you collect, how can you be buying money with money? You collect 10,500 naira. So, my brother, 4 years, 8 years of Buhari APC. I want Tinubu should check the narrative.
But this same one gave you rail line. Are you aware?
Which rail line? Which rail line?
This gave you rail line.
That rail, hold on. Hold on. Where you say rail line? How many people use rail line? I want to ask you.
Frank Prince is saying something very crucial. You people are waiting for Tinubu to do magic. Tinubu has nothing to offer.
That is it. They listen. You like. What do you understand there?
What I understand is he just is staying in a glass house and is throwing soap.
Oh,
let him come to Nigeria and join hands together
to build this nation.
To build the nation. So all these people, they are sitting on the fence. I don't count them.
No. They are not on ground. They are not on ground.
Wait. More than you. They are not on ground. They are not on you. They are more than you. No. When they tell them, let me tell them. What do you mean? Alausa is closer to us there. We know all what is going on in Elausa.
Sir, do you have light in your house? Do you have light?
Before
When do they charge you?
I'm standing here.
Get information
I'm standing here. God bear me witness.
Get information.
God Almighty bear me witness. I enjoy 18 hours light during the Christmas and the New Year again. I enjoy 16 hours. I left like this morning. God Almighty bear me witness.
People are shouting.
So I'm not propagandist.
For 10 years.
I'm not propagandist.
For TV,
there's one
shouting.
issue.
10 years.
There's one thing
10
that must
years.
have happened
In
that for
Ekpe,
Ekpe not
no
to have
light.
There was one
Which
thing that
issue?
happened.
10 years.
Why
10
you telling
years.
me? 10 years.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I went to Ekpe last 2 years or so.
You went to Ekpe.
Last year, were you
I
not
said
there?
10 years.
When I went for egg business, I went to Ekpe last. I slept with
See,
light.
what I'm saying is that if Tinubu can
When you
work,
see Ekpe, light everywhere, light Ekpe, everything's going
see,
on.
if Tinubu can start where Buhari stopped, I think it will be better. Not bringing new projects. That's what we are saying. They pay Lagos Ibadan Expressway. They pay this pothole. They are building another one. You know why? See the worst one. Let me tell you. Even from Jebu, from Lagos to Benin to Southeast, it's not even safe. How much more this Lagos to Calabar, who is very close to the water? Before you know, the bandit will carry POS and stand on top of that bridge. If you don't transfer, we enter the water. We have no security in Nigeria. That's the problem. You should work on the present, the former president, work on it. We will achieve it. Bringing new reform, which you cannot finish, is a problem. That's my own.
All right, you don't need to go. We have our TV, Jonathan, with us this morning. Good morning to you, TV.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Lady G is also here. Lady G, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome on board. Thank you so much. All is well. It will be well with you. He's also here this morning.
Amen. All is well. It's well with you and well with us.
All right, moving down to what TV Jonathan is saying at the stand this morning. As close as Niger State to Abuja, there is no roads. You can drive 80 kilometers because
Thank you, my brother.
of the bad state of the roads.
Thank you. No road. Not
This
only
is
there.
TV Jonathan
Even
is
as you.
speaking
I've
here.
been able to be in Jos, right?
Wait.
Wait.
You tell
The only
yes.
that road.
Which road? Kule, let me take you to Songo here. Let's go to
When
Songo
was
We are
here.
talking
Kule, let's go to Songo. Let's go to Songo here.
Last time you applied.
Thank you.
That was 3
My
years
doctor
ago.
asked him.
3 years ago.
3 years ago. 3 years
I
ago.
went to Jos. Yes, I went to Jos.
3 years ago.
I went to Jos. I went to
Oga Mike.
Oga Mike.
Calculate.
I was in
Let's go to
barricade.
Songo here.
I was barricaded.
Songo here.
So that road has
what?
been concession to Adenuga.
How many years?
I think this Lagos Abeokuta Express.
Yes.
From,
Oga, go and
no,
see.
from
It's been
Lagos
done. They
to
started it.
Toge.
Toge.
Has been rehabilitated.
Can you imagine?
But if
So
maybe
what
they
are
just
you-
started
what
recent.
propaganda do you
They
see
just
on
started it.
And
You
they
don't
follow
follow
us.
us.
They
again.
have 36.
But not,
And let them just finish it now.
not total construction. No,
Yeah.
not total
Just patch.
They
Uh-huh.
just do
They
one
have to pass
one side first.
be able to
See,
set
what
that
I'm
and
saying,
do the-
They have to do what?
They have to do the
You said they have to patch.
surfacing. Yeah, they have to do the surfacing. The
A
surfacing.
whole
The
business road.
surfacing. The surfacing you are
Business
saying pash pash. And the issue of that road now is it has been concession to Adenuga. While the other one was concession to Dangote. That one's for Bagada. So I'm following all these issues.
of
Not
this,
that when the government go wrongs, we call them to order constructively.
But
How be here and dishing out fake news and some people will be sitting down there and doesn't know what is going on correctly in
All
Nigeria.
right, Omoregbe Igbenogba. City stand remains the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank
A
you.
round of applause. Thank you so much. And we still have Omoregbe saying something very, very crucial up here. I don't know if Lagos is speaking the art of the citizens.
oh, thank you.
Wow.
Is Boyasa, Arasa. God bless you. I want to
God
be
bless you.
I can see majority of them as rebel from onset. I say I see them as rebels. When it comes to politics, I see them as rebels. Yes, I see them as rebels. They are not withdrawing anything.
let
I
me
see them
clarify
as
it.
rebels.
Kule,
My wife's school in
Kule,
Edo.
hold on. Thank you. Your wife's school in Edo.
My
Hold
wife,
on.
yes.
Kule.
So I mingle with the Edo
Okay, let
people
me
where
see.
I go to Edo
If
State.
you
I
check,
know what is
hold on.
going on.
If you see me,
Why is fighting?
hold on.
They are having fight. And they have a leader that was minister for works. What's that man? Your brother.
Kule,
That old man, he could not fix. It's only fix the road.
Hold on.
So who are you complaining to?
Hold on. Sometimes you make a comment that will not allow us to this. But as a Edo man, we only respect our elders. Hold on. Look, hold on. We only respect ourselves. Hold on. Hold on.
You are still going to that side.
See,
Are
yes,
you more special
yes,
than that area?
yes. We only respect ourselves. The only thing is that there's some comment to make.
I have Edo friends.
Hold on, let me tell you something.
Hold
on, wait. Hold on. See, you always say something that make people to be angry, but we are the Edo people. We not normally angry. But I want to tell you that you are our son. I don't know. Go and check that blood. You go and check the blood. You are our son. You are our son, Kule. You are our son. Our son. So if you check, yes, our son. Go and check the history. Go and ask about blood.
That's what he's saying.
Go and ask about our son. Got that blood. So that is it. I said you say you come from Kwara.
Now everybody came from, and your
How did Ile-Ife generate?
Your bad vest come up from palace. That's why they call am Ile-Ibinu. If you don't know the full name of your region, it's Ile-Ibinu because they need the vest. It was the first born, but he left the palace. He left the palace already with annoyance.
Why did he leave the
Before he come back, you know who take over his position?
But was there. He was in the palace.
Guys. Thank you so much. Wisdom is here as well. You're saying thank you so much for watching us. Wisdom Abiabe is here. Good morning to you, Abiabe. T is here.
Morning.
And Odulade Taiwo, he said, Mr. Jacob Dedeji is also here. Yeah, Mr. Jacob just sent a message to me. I didn't forget. I have not forgotten this. I tabled the matter to some of our viewers. That was over the weekend, and like the likes of Mr. Jacob Adedeji and Mr. Robert Uche concerning Mr. Mike, that's Gentleman Mike. Gentleman Mike. I think he needs the support of our viewers. He has never sought any support on the platform, right from working for. He has never sought any support, but this time at the place, my former place, place I was around, it needs our support, and I believe we need to do something regarding that. He told me last year, October also, about his phone. And I can attest to it that it's not really working. And
Doesn't ask any time.
He doesn't. So he even felt it embarrassing to say it here. But I said, okay, no problem. Some of the viewers said, Michael, come on, put it on air. Yesterday, Mr. Robert, not yesterday, on Saturday, while discussing with Mr. Robert, he was like, no, Michael, please, I'm sending you 50,000 naira right away for Mr. Gentleman Mike. And as we speak, I have another 30,000 naira with me from Jacob Adedeji, supporting Gentleman Mike on his phone. Like I said earlier on, since October last year, he told me, and he has never for one day because of that come here to feel somehow that I've not talked about it. Still comes here to grant interviews, freely, and still support in his own little ways. Please, if you're a lover of Gentleman Mike, that gentleman, you know him very well. Please, we need support. Mr. Jacob Adedeji told me to carry on, as well as Mr. Robert Uche. They've told me to please put it on air, let everybody do something to support Gentleman Mike on the program. Everyone. But yes, but people have been supporting you too. People have been supporting you. People have been supporting you. We don't need to we don't need to be again. I don't know why you are doing this. But we we've had series of people that have supported you in the past. Yes. Even your phone, somebody bought you a phone on the platform at some point, and somebody told you to handle the project, and somebody told you to handle the house. Wait, excuse me. Somebody told you to handle. I don't have strength to talk this morning. I don't have strength to talk. Somebody told you.
Let me thank you.
No, I'm just saying. But somebody has right. I don't know why you are countering it. I didn't put it. I didn't do it on my own. Mr. Jacob Adedeji sent 30,000 naira without even telling him to do that. Mr. Robert has also sent 50,000 naira, and I know some of the viewers will also support him.
You know what I like
on this. Yes.
Let me tell you what I like. When we Philip TV, even when we have a very tough time, even your boss say no, don't mention, but you still say no. These people cannot be paid. They come with their family, and if people want to show support, I need to say it out. It's what we are doing. Thank you very much. Yeah. Otherwise, somebody will say, no, I don't want to do that. For you to bring that mind, see, let me tell you, God bless you. God bless you. Thank you very much. And God bless the viewer. Respect God. God bless you. God bless the viewer. Those viewers who are bringing their source, you will never lack. And you too, you will remain to live long, get whatever you ask. God give it to you. The strength and everything. Thank you very much.
He just made a discouraging statement.
I know he very well. He only discourage. Please don't discourage people. Please, thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Okay, we have someone also supporting Gentleman Mike on this. Andrew Ogunjimi, God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Andrew Ogunjimi, God bless you. Thank you so much for the support. I just left since September, October. He told me. I just did as if but he has never shown any kind of negative reactions or that kind of So, but all right. Thank you so much, everyone, for the support. Gentleman Mike is also on the platform. I can see him. Thank you all for the support. Oh, he's here. He's also watching from Ikorodu. He's here. He's on the platform. Yeah. God bless you, Gentleman Mike, for joining us this morning. Thank you. I understand where you're coming from. I know where you're going to. By the betrayer, I understand. What you're going. But you don't need to discourage me in certain areas. Thank you. Thank you so much. You be saying tomorrow. Bless you, everyone. At last, I noticed something here since last year. He only said it once or twice. He said it water pass